Hello from this other side.
I think it's only Gabby's excited today because I'm definitely not excited. What?
See, I'm happy. Do you know why I'm happy? You'll soon find out why I'm very, very, very excited. Oof. But first of all, let me say hello and flex my voice a little bit. I want to show you guys that I can sing. So this is Gabby and this is Madichi, and we're here for you today for Fuze Unbothered.
That's
brought
right.
to you by Upfront and Personal. First of all, how are you feeling?
I don't know. I'm not feeling good at all. The country is really, 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 really frustrating.
It's turning on its own and it's affecting all of us.
Seriously.
Yeah.
No lights, no fuel. Everything is just going haywire. Like, man.
That's
we thank God all the same. We're alive.
Yes, we're alive.
So there's hope.
That's a good thing, Abby. We're alive. I mean, okay, so with everything going on in this country, people have felt that this is the right time to jackpot. People have been running since. People have been leaving the shores of the nation. People are moving every day, but people are starting to feel like this seems like the right time to leave. But a social media user has come out and says, you know what, it's depression that is outside this country. Don't run. And we have a Nigerian singer, ex-singer, should I say ex-singer? He used to be a Nigerian singer that you all know, LD the Don, and he gave,
rapper.
Yes, he gave a response to the social media user, but we'll talk about what he had to say when we go on the short break. Don't go anywhere. This is still Fuze Unbothered. We'll be right back.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation, and I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter, and the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Fuze Unbothered.
So LD the Don decides that, you know what, I need to reply this social media user. Don't come and be discouraging people who are feeling that it's necessary to travel. Usually people that are outside the country talk about how, there's depression, there's racism, we also have like economic issues outside, other, countries. Nigeria is hard, but they tell us that outside is harder. But LD the Don has something different to say. He says everybody's journey is different. The real question is, what your definition of make it actually is. He says, I don't for a second regret my jackpot. My life today is exactly as I envisioned it in 2012 when I decided I was finally done with my Nigeria journey way back 2012. And he says, we all have different goals and priorities in life. I choose being rich over looking rich. The only way I could have accomplished what I have accomplished today in Nigeria is if I stole the money and I know Sabi thief.
Well, as much as we have the whole we're depressed, there's no light, there's no fuel, there's insecurity and all of that. I still have hope for Nigeria, especially
the fact that are you the one saying this?
Yeah, 2023 is coming and I'm very sure that we're going to be redeemed. So I feel like we should actually just, have a little patience
and hope
and not just jackpot.
And hope.
Because whether we like it or not, it's not easy out there.
It's not easy out there. I agree with you, but you know how Nigerians are like pretty much one of the smartest sets of people in the entire world. And it's funny because this jackpot thing they're saying is it didn't start today. You can see LD talking about as way back as 2012 was when he said,
like he wants to actually move.
It seems like, or it is that. Is it seeming like at this point, for me and a whole lot of people, I think we're just at the point where we're like, we know that everybody can't travel, right? But we're not going to be discouraged by, there's depression, there's racism, there's a lot that happens. Apart from the fact about the state, of the country, I just feel like as a young person, as a person normally, it's also okay to explore outside of the shores of your comfort zone in terms of where you grew up. Just go and see what life is. And when they say there's depression, there's racism, a lot of things too are happening here that are not happening outside. And if you check the records, the number of Nigerians that are outside the country doing well, whether they're in South Africa, whether they're in United Kingdom, USA, Canada, these guys are trailblazers a lot of times. So there are stories of depression, there are horrible stories of people that actually moved, but truly there's stories of people that made it outside. And the truth is, maybe if they were in their comfort zone here in their country, they wouldn't have even scratched the surface of what they've achieved. Just like what LD is saying, if he had stayed here, he had a fantastic career as a singer. We remember some of the songs that he sang from way back, and we all loved him. But now he's saying that what I've accomplished, I couldn't have accomplished it back in Nigeria, even if I stole. Do you understand? The only way I could have done it is if I stole.
We also have some people come out and say, what? Don't come to the abroad. It's not as easy as you think. We're probably sleeping on the streets. So I feel like if I have to go abroad, I just want to go there on vacation and come back. There's no place like home. There's no place like Nigeria.
That's true. There's no place like home. You're not lying, but as much as there's no place as home, you can create home almost anywhere else. You can tell yourself, you know what, let me go and see. Let me have dual citizenship. Let me see what this country is. Let me see. Please explore. I always keep saying that. Please
stay in your country. Now, still on that, still in addition to making our country better and all of that, now singer Peruzzi has come out to say, you know what, vote for whoever you deem it please. Like, you don't have to be forced. A particular candidate doesn't have to be forced on you to vote by all means. And some people have actually come out to say, you know what, it seems like you've been given maybe something at the back. You've been given a Ghana must go. That's why you have the right to come and say vote for anybody you feel like, because we actually know the right candidates. We actually know the people's choice. So him coming out to say this, I kind of sense something fishy, right? It's like the fact that he's a musician. I mean, we all know how politicians actually behave when it's time for elections and all of that.
I feel you. I don't see what's wrong with what he's saying, right? Because I'm like, he's saying that vote. He's saying that, you can vote for anybody you want. And that makes sense. That's the purpose of democracy.
But we know the right candidate. You and I know the right candidate. Of course, I'm not going to come out and say this is the right candidate. But you know the right candidate. I know the right candidate. Why is it not saying vote for the right candidate? Which we all know.
We all know. But the thing is, you can't tell people what to vote for. Otherwise, the purpose of democracy is
I understand. But this is a critical time in Nigeria.
We can't afford to be divided, right?
Exactly. We have to go for the right person as a unit.
We have to sit down and decide
together.
Yeah.
So Peruzzi saying vote for whoever you deem it please means that something has gone underneath.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I used to care for the world's opinion.
Next.
I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
I'm still Malta. Be your best.
Fuze Unbothered. You guys see, love is a beautiful thing, Abby. They've always told us, we know it, we've seen it, but people are getting served breakfast every day.
That's right.
And it makes love hard. Love can be hard despite the fact that it's beautiful. So we have Nigerian actress Tonto Dike. She came out and then she, try to advise people. This is her advice. She says, don't let my miserable failed love story or failure of others' love story deter you from believing you can't make it when it comes to love. Don't let other people's poor choices stop you. Basically, she's saying there are millions of beautiful love stories out there. It's just that misery loves company. And that's why you see only bad news in the world today. Love is a beautiful thing. It's so sweet. It's truly a gift to one another. Don't let love hurt. If it does, then that's not love. Don't give up on love. This is not the first time this is happening, right? Yeah. Anytime we see Tonto Dike come out like this to give us this whole love is actually good, love is not a bad thing, love is... After she posted something like this a while back was when she introduced us to her ex-husband. After the previous marriage. So I mean, yes, love is a beautiful thing. Everybody knows that. So telling us that don't let my love story from me having to marry this man, divorce him, marry another man, divorce him, stop you from believing that love is actually good.
I mean, if there's one thing I really respect about Tonto Dike is the fact that she always takes a chance on love. I mean, we've seen her fall in love, fall out of love, fall in love again, fall out of love, and all of that.
To be vulnerable.
So if she,
I think it's beautiful to actually watch that.
So if she comes out and says, you know what, don't let my love story actually hold you back from actually falling in love, then she's actually right. Because at the end of the day, like I always say, social media is a scam. See, people who you see online, maybe flirting, lovey-dovey and all of that, it's probably not real. But true. But we've seen Tonto Dike over time. We've seen her show the
try and fail.
Yeah, we've seen her
and fail.
She has always shown us the real part, the fake part, and all of that. So she's coming out to say, you know what? Don't let my story hinder you from actually falling in love. Then so be it.
I just want to say respectfully that your story never hindered anybody. Everybody wants to still fall in love. Everybody's still.
And it's funny how people actually think because she's actually in love again, but I don't think. I don't think that's right.
I think this is her being in love again, just because. Yes, I remember when her marriage with Churchill ended. You know. Not long after that, she came out and she posted something like this.
Some memes.
Yeah, something similar, you know, this message. And then she also came out again after that. And then she talked about, that's when she introduced us, you know, to the new man who was Prince at the time. Before, you know, that marriage, you know, ended. So that relationship failed. So, I mean.
But we don't see a lot of celebrities vocal about this now. We've seen a lot of marriages crash. I mean, celebrity marriages.
So the difference between them and her
is the fact that she's willing to try definitely again
and again. And we wish you all the best this time around. Tonto, we hope you find love and we hope that everybody finds love.
We're
and
here
for everybody asking God when, I hope the time comes really soon. So, I mean, yeah, that's where today's episode, you know, ends for us on Fuze Unbothered. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms and contribute, add to the story, join the conversation. Tell us what you feel about some of the things that we've talked about. All right. So follow us on YouTube and subscribe at The Fuze and on Instagram at Fuze Local. And you can catch up with me on Instagram at Gabby.Gabby.
Follow me on all social media platforms at _Madichi. Don't forget to get your PVC, guys.
That's right. And of course, till next time, stay fused.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.